He's gone. He's finally gone after 20 years. 20 years of this. Yes! Yeah!
You know that Adam Gase is still the coach of the Jets.
All right, everybody, Michael Cohen here with you on Sports Talk Nation. And yes, we are here to talk about the biggest news of the day right now. And that, of course, Tom Brady telling the Patriots through social media that he is no longer going to be a member of the Patriots. And this ends a storied career in New England, 6 Super Bowl championships, 3 league MVPs, and a guy who absolutely dominated the AFC East, one of the weakest divisions, if not the weakest division in the National Football League. And now he is going to go elsewhere. Now, what is the reason for that? Well, a lot of people are pointing to the relationship with Bill Belichick, that over the years, and we've heard the story for a while, for a few years now, that his relationship with Belichick has really deteriorated. One of the major issues, of course, was Brady's personal trainer, which upset Belichick a couple of years ago, and really that relationship has really gone down the drain since. Now, do I sit here and completely blame Bill Belichick for becoming a part of this relationship? I blame really both of them, both Brady and Belichick. These are two guys with massive egos, two guys who have won a lot together. And now they're going to both be in a mission, even though they really have nothing to prove, either one of them. They are on a mission to prove the other wrong. Can Bill Belichick win without Tom Brady? Can Tom Brady win without Bill Belichick? That is the big question. It's kind of ironic with Belichick because years ago, before Belichick ever became one of the great coaches, if not the greatest head coach in football history, there was a time where when he was an assistant with Bill Parcells, the conversation always was, can Bill Parcells win without Bill Belichick? Because whenever Belichick was on a Parcells staff, that team went to a Super Bowl or got very close, as was the case when they were together with the Jets in 1998. So, kind of similar now here with Brady and Belichick. Can either one of them find a way to win without the other? Belichick, by the way, we do know, and we all remember what he did in Cleveland, that aside, as the Patriots head coach, 2002 and the start of the 2001 season, that was pre-Brady, before Drew Bledsoe got injured, and you combine that with 2008 when Brady had a season-ending injury, Belichick's record as Patriot head coach, 16-18. Now, I know he went 11-5 in 2008 with Matt Castle, but still, under 500, 16-18 without Tom Brady as his quarterback when Belichick's the head coach. And now, lo and behold, with the news that now comes down here just after 7 p.m. on Tuesday night, we find out that Tom Brady has now officially traded in his navy and silver for red and pewter. That's right, folks. Tom Brady is officially a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's hard to believe. It really is hard to believe that Tom Brady is going to Tampa Bay. And let me just say that, a few things come to mind here. First, I don't know if the Buccaneers right now are in position to be a big-time, serious playoff contender right now. Yes, they have a lot of nice pieces. They have two very, very good standout receivers in Chris Godwin and also Mike Evans. Both of those guys had tremendous years. They have a very good tight end in O.J. Howard. Defense is not that great for Tampa Bay right now. I think that's really one of the big issues that the Buccaneers face, is their defense isn't that good. But it's going to be interesting to see how Brady does. It's going to be at least a 2-year deal. That's what I've been hearing. $30 million a year for Tom Brady to go play for the Buccaneers. And it'll be interesting to see how he does down there, especially with Bruce Arians, a guy who has been a quarterback guru throughout his career, working with Ben Roethlisberger and Andrew Luck early in their careers. Did some good things with Carson Palmer down in Arizona. So he is a guy who has worked with many different quarterbacks, this, of course, being the biggest fish of them all. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a different kind of situation for Brady going into the NFC South. This is not a cupcake division like the AFC East, where you have bad teams and the Jets and the Dolphins and the Bills, and you can just go and walk right through that as the Patriots have for, 19 to 20 years in that division. And what was it, 17 out of 19 seasons they won the AFC East with Brady there and Belichick together. And now he's going into the NFC South, a little bit different division, of course, with the Saints there. Drew Brees now on a 2-year extension to finish his career in New Orleans. They are the big team down there, of course, in that division. Atlanta, not too shabby either. I know they had a disappointing season last year, 7-9. But, they still have, of course, Matt Ryan down there. They still have some good players down there in Atlanta. Julio Jones will not be an easy division to go through for Tampa Bay and for Tom Brady. And that's why I wonder, is this a great spot for him if he really thinks he can win a championship? I'm not so sure. And I don't know if any of the other destinations, like the LA Chargers, would have been a good spot either for him. I think his best chance to win right away was to stay in New England. But, of course, that was not going to happen with these two big egos, as I mentioned, with Belichick and with Brady. What does this now mean for the AFC East? Well, the favorite now, until we see what the Patriots decide to do at quarterback, is the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills, of course, coming off of a very nice season for them last year, a 10-win season last year. They got to the playoffs, should have won that playoff game against Houston, but they blew it in the fourth quarter. They are a team on the rise. They go out there and they make a big trade last night, big trade on Monday night, going out and getting Stephon Diggs to be that big weapon for Josh Allen down the sideline. And that is a big addition for them as they're trying to stretch the field a little bit. They have a nice young running back there in Devin Singletary. And, of course, you'd like to see Allen protect the football a little bit better, have a better completion percentage, and be a little more accurate. But right now, the Bills, who do have a good defense, odds-on favorite, depending on what happens to the Patriots in that division right now. And then, of course, there are the Dolphins, kind of in rebuilding mode. We're not too sure where they're going right now other than trying to fix things for this year. And then there are the Jets. Are the Jets finally going to get over the hump and get to the playoffs for the first time in a decade? Let's be honest. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay, Jet fans? Forget it. Forget it. It's not going to happen. Not with Adam Gase as your head coach. Not going to happen. The Jets have had a slow start here to free agency. They go out there, they signed George Fond, who was a backup offensive tackle with the Seahawks. That's the best they can do. They're losing guys on the market that they were supposedly supposed to go after. Jack Conklin signing with the Browns. Joe Thuney getting franchised by the Patriots. They have done really nothing here in free agency. Have the Jets to give fans any confidence that they're going out there to improve the offensive line with some veteran players. That's going by the wayside. When you have 8 picks, you have to be worried about what the Jets are doing right now. And, of course, with Adam Gase, the head coach, I wonder if players want to play there. A lot of things to be worried about with the Jets right now moving forward. You can't feel confident about them being the team that's going to make catapult in this division right now. But right now, the odds-on favorite, other than the Patriots, would be the Buffalo Bills. As far as the Patriots are concerned, what are they going to do to replace Tom Brady? That's a big question. A lot of people thought about Andy Dalton. He could be on the market. That's been a rumor that's been floated around for a couple of months. Cam Newton, now available from the Carolina Panthers, free to seek a trade. He could be a possibility out there in New England. They're certainly going to draft a quarterback in this draft, you would have to think. This is a quarterback-heavy draft. Maybe a Jake Fromm from Georgia could be a possibility that could slip to them late first round, maybe even early second, maybe sometime in the second round. Could be the heir apparent, if you will, to Tom Brady down the road. But for right now, Brady is out in New England. The era of the Patriot dynasty is over. It's almost hard to believe. And if you're a Jets fan, if you're a Bills fan, if you're a Dolphins fan, it feels good. And now it's an opportunity for your team to go out there and finally grab a hold of this division. We'll see which one of these three teams remaining can do that. Right now, my money is on the Buffalo Bills. All right, folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in and listening. Remember, follow us on social media at OpenMicNJ on Twitter, Facebook.com/OpenMicProgram, and of course, like and subscribe right here to the Sports Talk Nation right here on YouTube. Stay safe out there, folks. We'll talk to you next time.